Now y'all know I love container gardening, whether it be blackberries like this, or tomatoes, peppers. Just about anything can be grown in a container. But there's one issue, one con that I know of that can be a problem. I've addressed it. I've been asked about it. I'm going to show you how you can address it too. So if you grow in a wicking type container, which would be wicking tubs, it could be an earth box, it could be grow bags if you keep a tray underneath the grow bag to catch the water. Anywhere where there might be standing water, you may run into the issue of mosquitoes. And what I'm talking about is, if you don't know what a wicking tub is, these have a reservoir in the bottom. I don't know whether you can see that hole down there, right about there. Below that hole is about 3 inches of water, which is about 2.5 to 3 gallons. Perfect nesting place for mosquitoes. Now, some people will put a piece of screen over that, or a piece of screen over the spout on top, the fill tube. I found a better way to do that. You don't have to screen all your stuff up and then have to, if you're gonna, every time you water, you gotta take the screen out, water, put the screen back. It's just not worth it to me, because this new way is just way too simple. Let me show you what I do to prevent mosquitoes. I've done it, this is my 3rd year to use it, and it works. So this is a product called Mosquito Bits. Kind of looks like cat litter, a little bit, grape nuts, something like that. And you just put a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I'm talking about not even a tablespoon, just very, very little down the hole of your wicking tubs, your earth boxes, or whatever. Or if you've got trays that, again, that hold the grow bags, and the trays have standing water in them, that's a good place too. And I just put just a little dab of that in there, and it lasts for weeks. It kills mosquitoes. As a larva, I think the adult mosquito doesn't come and lay in the water. A couple of years ago when I first started using this, the reason I bought it is because I noticed my trays underneath my grow bags, I would try to keep water, especially in the hot summer, I'd try to keep 2 or 3 inches of water in it, because as the day went on, it would suck it up, and the next day it'd be dry. But I noticed that when I would come back to water the next day, there'd just be a ton of mosquitoes buzzing around there. And I thought, they're waiting on me to water so they can lay some eggs. I started using this. I just put, just a small amount, tablespoon or so of that. Again, this is my 3rd year to use it, and I hadn't used hardly any of it. I started putting a small amount of that in those trays, in those gray trays that hold my grow bags. And I noticed real quick that when I'd come over there with a water hose, there weren't hardly any mosquitoes buzzing around. They just gave up on it because they do not like this stuff. I think it puts a little film, just a kind of maybe an oily film or something on top. I really don't know what it does. Don't know why it does it, but I know it works, and thought you might want to know about it. Somebody asked me about that the other day. What do I do about mosquitoes in my wicking tubs? And I meant to make this video last year and I didn't do it. And hopefully you don't have too many mosquitoes, because I neglected to tell you about this last year. So this is what I use. There's no sense showing you that I'm gonna take I usually pour it maybe just a tablespoon or so in my palm, and then just dump it down there. But that's all it takes, about a tablespoon. Just, 10 or 15 of those little granules. And that's all. They're done. It might not get everyone, but it certainly controls them. And I forget how long it says it controls them, but I believe it says for weeks. I usually do it just once a season. Maybe I need to do it twice. Wouldn't hurt to use it probably once every 2 months, something like that. Once a month would be good if you want to make sure, because it's inexpensive. Again, my 3rd year to use it, so it's not expensive at all. And if you're using wicking tubs, if you're using any type of a container that has a water reservoir at the bottom, standing water at the bottom. People that use this in small ponds and pools and all the water elements that they might have in their yard, and it just does a good job on that. That's pretty much what it's made for. Water gardens, flower pots, bird baths, It kills the mosquito larva that transmits all these funky diseases that you don't want. And it's really, really good. So, Mosquito Bits, I think there's probably other products out there. This is the one I've tried. This is the one I'll link to below on Amazon. And you may want to try it. Mosquito Bits. Get them mosquitoes out of your wicking tubs, of your earth boxes. Get them out. Mosquito Bits. I really think you'll like what this product does. Use it. Buy it. Look below for the link. And we're gone.